Now to debate over tipped worker wages right here in Michigan. The state Senate has passed a bill to delay that change with time running out. Michigan's new tipped wage system, sick leave laws, and minimum wage all set to take effect next Friday. Those changes, but a bill before the House would start the new $15 an hour minimum wage all the way in 2027. We've been following this story and concerns that legislation will negatively affect tipped workers. Today, I traveled from Southfield to Sterling Heights, speaking with a waitress, a restaurant owner, and lawmaker about what they hope to see from Michigan moving forward. And you've been in the restaurant business, you told me, 40 years?
I've been in the restaurant business since I was 17 years old. Been running restaurant since I came to this country.
As proud owner of Mangiabevi Urban Italian on Dodge Park, north of 15 Mile in Sterling Heights, Mauro Querio is responding to passing of a Senate proposal to hike wages for tipped workers.
The increase of the wages for the tip workers, I don't think, honestly, in my opinion, is a good idea. I don't think it's none of them wants it.
The Michigan Senate passing a bill to change the state's upcoming minimum wage and tipped wage increases. The bill passing last night would start the new $15 an hour minimum wage in 2027, 1 year sooner than called for under Michigan's new law, set to take effect next Friday. Querio says he fears many restaurants will struggle to survive with the added costs, and waitstaff could even lose out if customers stop tipping. And he adds some places could cut corners elsewhere to cover those costs.
That's something else that scares me, is the quality of the food. So the price is going to increase. So you're going to start buying cheap quality crap, to be able to make a profit, because the profit starts, getting lower and lower and lower.
The bill would leave the tipped credit at 38% of the minimum wage for the remainder of 2025, then gradually increasing and capping at 50% over 6 years. The House will take up the Senate's amendments next week, and if passed, that goes to the governor's desk for her signature.
Have a great day.
At Martin's Coney Island at 10 Mile and Lasser in Southfield, waitress Crystal Hunt also concerned about potential of losing money.
And that's like how I make my money, is based on tips, because the paycheck is very small. So if they're paying us more, then people will expect to not tip, I'm assuming. So I'm worried that, I won't be waitressing in the future because of this.
Although critics have been vocal,
we made some changes. We got together with the Democrats and we got a compromise.
Supporters like State Senator Joe Bellino from Monroe say this proposal is actually a better compromise and will serve as an important benefit for those who've been kept from achieving a minimum wage. He says a more drastic alternative would have cost more jobs.
If this decree from the Supreme Court would have taken effect next week, the 21st of February, we estimated 50,000 restaurant workers and hospitality workers would lose their jobs. And we're looking at stats in California and in D.C. where they implemented this, and a lot of restaurants went out of business.
Now we continue to track developments as far as this proposal. Both owners and staff telling me this will have a major impact. Glenda.
So those chain restaurants out there absorbing the costs for this, what will the impact be there?
Yeah, the owner that I spoke with said he's not as concerned about the chain restaurants. They have more resources. They can close some in one state, open up in another, but he worries more and more about those mom and pop businesses that are being more affected. In his case, he has about 22 employees, and he's worried about what that's all going to look like when this is all said and done.
Those are those long-time businesses with long-time employees that depend on that. So.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, thank you, partner.